When the credits roll, people turn it off. And so when the bit about Dark Souls is over, they turn it off. Click something else. Personally, I always watch to the very end, personally, but that's just me.
Far more views than the original video, but it was clear from Billy even before I made the retraction that it wasn't going to affect his actions in any way. Then in September 2021, Billy filed his lawsuit against me. Those are the events that led up to the lawsuit. But if the lawsuit was apparently just about my claim about the Apollo Legends settlement, then why did many people believe that it was about allegations of cheating? There are multiple reasons, and yes, I am one of them, but it wasn't just my YouTube audience who thought that. It was even...
Okay, so Carl's going to address the thing that everyone thought this was about cheating. Because in every single video, he never mentioned Apollo Legend, and he just mentioned cheating. Yeah, that's the other thing. He could have tweeted about it, and apparently he never did. He could have made a statement in his Discord, which would obviously have had a very narrow scope, but would have been something. There were so many more things that he could have done, probably should have done, and probably if you were really thinking about it carefully, you would have done. So yeah, he made so many videos, and he's, and so now he's going to address that. It looks like he's starting off by saying that he was partly responsible, but so was the Daily Mail, so he was partly responsible for that impression. But because it wasn't just his YouTube audience, that means he wasn't solely responsible for that impression. But it's like that's completely a nonsense argument, because he's really the only source for information about the lawsuit. It all stems from him. It all comes from him. Like, Billy Mitchell's making small statements about it, but for the most part, all public information about this lawsuit stems from him. It all comes from him. So it doesn't matter that people outside of YouTube also believed this, because they got it from you. You're the only source for the information. And so if A. James for the Daily Mail Australia got it from talking to someone else, well, but if you track it back, it will come back to Carl making 1,000 videos about it.
News outlets. In fact, they were playing segments on national news about how Billy was suing me for cheating.
A bitter war of Donkey Kong has...
Okay, so, wait, hold on. 9 News fucked something up? No way, dude. No way. I mean, this is an old, sort of tired thing. Everyone's probably heard this before, but I'm going to repeat it here. If you've ever seen a news story about something that you are intimately familiar with, because you have sex with it, right? Whenever you see a news story on the nightly news, particularly like a news program like this, it happens in written text as well, but particularly when you're watching a news show, if it's something you know very well, you know the truth, you were there, or you know the topic to an expert degree, you'll notice that the news fucks up so many things. They get so many things slightly wrong, and a lot of things completely wrong. They get all these things sort of way off and wrong, right? This fucking 9 News thing, and all these fucking things are blocking the chat. Hold on. It's always wrong. But then when you watch news segments about things you don't know about, you just accept that it's true. Even though in your experience, whenever you watch the news and it's something that you know about, they're always making mistakes. They're always wrong. So it's like the news, sucks. journalists suck. Reporters suck. They are constantly making mistakes because they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. But they don't know anything about anything. So, this notion that, because the news said the lawsuit was about cheating, that's why everyone thought it was about cheating. It's because 9 News fucked it up. Well, 9 News got it from you. They made the story because you made that implication. And furthermore, who the fuck watches 9 News? Who the fuck? Like, dude, of the people that this is relevant to, like, this story only affects, like, Billy Mitchell is only known by, like, gamers, you know? And so Billy's reputation only matters with gamers. So this idea that, the news gave people the wrong idea, nobody who knows about Billy Mitchell is watching the fucking 9 News. That's fucking absurd. And again, the news is wrong because you gave them the ideas. Anyway, let me read chat. I missed some chat. Okay, some funny chats there. I'm not gonna bother repeating them. There's some good stuff there. Yeah. Yeah, he could have easily just said, I don't know if he added in his opinion, if that would have been enough, but don't worry, this will be all on YouTube. This is way longer than I thought it would be, which tends to happen, I find, with all these videos. Like, we're not